Hello, my name is Kiki Oshimbajo, CEO of SIA. Welcome to another episode of Changing Room Diaries. I promise this episode is going to be epic. I have one of my faves coming to speak today. She's amazing. She's the host with the most. She's an amazing actress and she's just in a league of her own. I can't wait for you guys to hear her speak. I'm asking her all the questions. And yes, to know who exactly I'm talking about, watch the episode. So good to see you.
Good to see you too.
You're
gorgeous.
looking good. You're
Thank
looking
you.
good.
Thank
I can
you.
see the as I see us.
Hi guys. Hi.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank
So first of all, today for the first time, I'm the host today.
You know. How's that feeling?
I'm kind of nervous because you're usually the host. So you have to let me know on a scale of 10 how I do after this.
Okay? Oh yeah, no, I did.
Yes. So back into character, guys.
Yes, sir.
So, hi Nancy. How are you?
Good. I'm good.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good.
Come and have a seat. I have a pre discussion. So yes, first of all, I want people to leave this interview feeling how I feel when I talk to you. So Nancy is like one person that if you talk to, you're getting that look. Today she's telling you can do it. She makes you feel like the main character. So that's how I want you to make people feel after this interview.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you many questions, but first we're going to start with what's your style, because it's time to let's get shopping.
Okay. Let's
Yes.
do
So
that.
what would you say your style is like? Because I feel like
I'd say my style is simple. More about I dress more about what I'm going for than just me as a person, because I feel like as human beings we should be very fluid and very flexible to just fit into whatever. So it depends on what. If it's a Gen Z thing I'm going for, I'll dress Gen Z. If it's whatever it is, I'll dress to fit. Yeah.
Love it. So at C, I think we try to cover all angles. We have something for I think everybody. Let's go this way.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
I actually like this one.
Yes, I'll hold this to your size.
I like that. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, are you the one holding?
Yes, I'm the one holding because I'm the what's it called?
The host.
Yes.
And the what?
The host with the host. So how do you stay motivated? Because you're one person that I've seen that you don't really have downtime. I mean, this is something I need help with because if anything is going on in my life, I'm deleting my social media. I've started. So how do you stay, motivated, zen?
I think for me, it's just knowing why I'm here, and people will be people. You get people will all have opinions. I have opinions about people as well. That's not a problem. It's just that I'm not vocal about other people's lives. True. So when that happens, I know how to put it by the side and just focus on what I'm on. It's also knowing where I come from. And I don't want to go back there. So I have to stick with the course. But I stay motivated by knowing exactly my journey, knowing who I am, being comfortable in my truth, and just understanding that that's what matters. What I think about myself is what matters, really.
No, but I know that people feel like, everybody has a story, everybody has where they're coming from and everything. But, sometimes you have that feeling of, okay, but then life is not treating me well, it's not going well, it's not working out how I planned. How do you actually what would you advise us? Because I'm part of the us.
I just feel like emotions go either ways. You can't base your life based on emotions. You have to still stay the course regardless of your emotions, because I can tell you that for a fact. Today my lights had issues in the house. I was hearing my pumping machine something, we're driving, the car did something. There's always something. My management told me about a double booking we have to do a refund for something. I couldn't let that affect me and tell you, okay, it's because of all the things that are happening, I can't come anymore. Let me stay at home and just sleep it off. But I understand that it's just emotions. I have to do this. So it will still pile up because later on I still have to do this. So why not just get it out of the way and deal with the emotions as you go? Because the emotions, different things will happen with life, but you have to stay the course. If I say I would do something, I just need to do it regardless of how I feel. So I'm here, I might be unsettled with so many things going on, but I'm staying the course. So
that's so
basically.
100%.
I'm just doing my thing. I'm just working hard, and like I said, I have a vision. I know where I want to be in life. I know what I want to achieve with my life, and I'm just staying on course. And with that comes, when you're authentic with yourself, it comes with people who see themselves in you. Who people just they draw close to authenticity because they've never seen anything like it before. So they might judge it. They might judge my ways, they might judge certain things, but it's still very intriguing to them. And you know, when you start to strike up conversations by just living your life, then you know for a fact that you are walking your true authentic path. Because me, I don't bother people.
You actually do it. Like you're sitting down on a horse somewhere.
And then you're like people that have problem with me sitting on a horse. So that's how you know. I think that's how you know. And we're all great people. That's how you know that this person is on a path, because they're basically just doing their thing. You know, you think about all the greats. They're doing their thing. They're not bothering nobody. They're applying their course, finding their line. The people there's an uproar. You know, it's I call it the moving in silence but causing a ruckus. You know, regardless. You know, so it's like I'm doing my thing but still causing a ruckus. So that shows that, you know, I'm on the right path, because if everybody agrees with you and if everybody likes you, then there's a problem. But you have your own community and your community is strong.
No, your community is too strong. Nancy, if you cough, they're like, Nancy.
You know, like, sometimes when there's something going on online, they come to my DM like, should we? I'm like, no, we don't do that over here. Of course, I don't tell them, I don't remember, but I see that and I'm like, they know for a fact that what I would expect them to do is just quietly stay your path. Don't like, when people rattle you up like that.
I love that because, you know, it's very difficult, especially for people, because you've been in the game. Like, you've been in the game with people who have kind of like fallen off, and obviously no like shade to them or anything, but people kind of fall off here and there. But like, you found a way to like, you know, it's not okay, there's a challenge and I'm jumping on it. Okay, there's this, I'm jumping on that. Like, it's like, I'm doing me, I'm going for my movie sets, I'm doing what I have to do. But like, how do you not feel the pressure that, okay, am I going to die out? Or is something going to happen? Like, how do you...
Because I kind of know my path. I'm so in tune with myself that I know exactly what I'm doing. You know, so I know my path. I know, I don't want to say I know how all of this will go, but I've transcended, you know, different industries. I've gone from being an usher to being a model. Yes, that's how I started as an usher, yes. You know, so as an usher, I've been a model, I've done beauty pageants. I'm just basically following my heart. I'm not, today this might be trending or this might be in vogue, and tomorrow it might be something else, you know, but what will always stay in vogue is you know, as long as you stay true to yourself, you're always going to be in vogue. You're always going to be in vogue. So today I'm doing this, tomorrow Kiki, I might just tell you I'm now in oil and gas. You know?
Not in oil and gas.
Yeah, it's possible.
Please be in oil and gas so you can be sending me money.
Kicks.
Please be in oil and gas.
I like
so
this.
So you can send me money, thank you. So what do you feel about bad press? You know, they say bad press is okay, bad press, all press is good press. What do you think about that?
I just think that as long as you're not the one gone in for these things, like you're not the one like putting yourself out there in a bad light, you're good. Because people would take you whatever way they want to take you. Do you understand? Like, you can't help it. As long as you're doing something and your name makes people stop still. I don't think people understand how much of a blessing or how much of a big deal and a flex it is that people will sit down and talk about you. Like, I've had people like put on cameras, like on ring lights, like wear like lapel mics to talk about me, and it's so flattering. Like, I don't even care what you're saying. It's just like, wow, all that for me. Like, I know how much I get paid to do that, but you're doing it for me for free. And the fact that when you do that, you get the buzz that you're looking for. You know, there's some people you talk about and like everybody just swipes, but like you talk about me and like it's a whole trending topic for a day, and like you're able to patch on my name for a day or two. That's a blessing, you know. 100%. And if God has given me the name and I'm making all this money from it, once or twice, one or two people can also, you know, get small change. The truth is, they won't get change. They won't get anything. They'll get attention.
Get some small
but
attention.
They won't get more than that. You know, that's about it for them. But I, on the other hand, would make some dough out of that.
Because they're coming back to you.
Because people are like,
it makes so much sense.
Of course, because when all that happened, the brands are like, okay, everybody, because these brands, the people up there, their IQs are very high. You need to understand that they got there in a certain way. They're not thinking like the masses. So when they see that, it's like, okay, there's something about this person. She's just on her own. She's not saying anything. She's not doing anything. People are coming for her. So her name, and then that's more money for me. So I'm good with it. As long as I'm not pushing it, yeah, I'm good. I like this. So I've been on this for a bit. I know for me, it's something I notice, or something I tell people is, it never really affects Kiki. Every time that there's been any ruckus, have you, when you leave social media, like when you off your phone, no, like here's it. When you switch off your phone, like when you lock your phone and you go back to real life,
it's actually not that deep.
It's not in your real life. I didn't walk in here and it didn't change anything. Not like, it doesn't change anything. I'm still working. It's still the same way.
I think a lot of people are just in their heads. Like, because when people say something, it's like, especially when, I think for me, the one thing that really affected me was if you talk about something that's like a sore topic or something, and you just feel like, why? Like, I don't even know you. You don't know me from anywhere. So why are you being so mean?
Yeah. People are.
But how do you deal with that? Like, just switch it off.
Knowing,
like, you're like,
I judge. So what I do is I diagnose people. Like when those kind of things happen, I'm just like, this is a slow, mentally disturbed person, or this person probably was abandoned as a child.
Wow.
Yeah, I would write a whole backstory to you, because there's no reason why you don't know me and you're trying to give meaning to my life.
Yeah.
Do you get? You're trying to, like, I just write you a backstory and I run with it, you know. And I said, that's exactly why you're doing what you're doing. And I will rubbish the person to their very zero, make you so like, if I really small. If I tell the person how I feel about them, they too will probably like go into a corner, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get into your head and trying to make you feel small.
Yeah.
So I might not be able to do it directly to you, but on my own, I would reduce you to the very barest minimum, because I didn't come, you came from me. Like, what's that? Yeah. So like I said, well, in real life, it doesn't change anything. Kiki, I'm still here with you. You're still sweet to me. All my friends are still sweet to me.
Yeah.
My family is still sweet to me. Everybody, like, nothing really changes. It's just a couple of people who are always looking for things to say about people, to make them feel like, okay, I'm not as bad as I think. You are as bad as you think, darling. If you have to make somebody else feel bad, to not feel as bad, you are trash.
I love it. You guys, I'm coming with a different energy after this interview, because now I've been told that anybody that comes from me is trash.
It's trash. Like trash.
I love
trash.
it. I love
mentally
it.
disturbed. Like, really mentally disabled.
Okay, so you literally came in with no help, and that's like something that a lot of people, struggle with. Like, if I'm coming into, the industry, I want to be a host, I want to be an actress, like, people feel like they need somebody inside, or they need to have, like, how did you do that, and how would you advise somebody who's trying to like get into the industry, be like Nancy? How would you?
I don't think there's any manual, so to speak, and I don't think there's really ever no help. People refer you, people encourage you, they consider you. So that is help in its own. So, but like, you have to be helpable, so to speak. Be ready to put in the work, prepare yourself, put in preparation as much as you can. Do your homework, understand the industry you're getting into. I feel like there's sometimes, even as employers, that we employ people who are like, oh, we can do this, and then they come and we see them not doing it.
Won't he do it?
And how frustrating that can be. So also, don't be that person.
Yeah.
But I don't think any man is an island. I feel like you need some sort of help. If somebody, my family friend, hadn't said, oh, I think you have it in you to be a model or an usher trying, I wouldn't have known. So yeah, basically, you do need help somehow, but just prepare.
Yes, but Lagos is a very busy place, and I feel like the market, some people feel, is very saturated. Like, what makes me different from the next person that's trying to be a model or an actress? Like, how do I, make it in this big city? So how do you fix work ethics?
The work ethics will set you apart all the time. It will. I mean, everywhere in the world, everything is saturated. Everywhere. Like, whatever you want to do, somebody else is already doing it. Not just somebody else, like 100 other people are doing it. It's how you do it. What do you bring? What is different? What's your style? What's your unique style? How do you approach things? problems would arise. Like there's some days you'd be like, what is going on? Everything is going wrong, you know. And there's some days you'd be like, oh my gosh, I feel on top of the world. I can do it. Everything is possible. But you have to understand that both days are a part of life. They balance out, you know. Yeah.
What do you think about fake it till you make it? Like people say, fake it till you make it, and then people will believe that you can do something.
I don't think it's necessary, because you want to enjoy the journey. When you don't have, it's okay to feel like I don't have yet. I'm looking forward to having. You understand? So that when you have, you have. That fake it till you make it for me is not. It depends on how you see it, because there's no. I've realized in life everybody has a definition of certain things. So people for fake it to make it is in a good way, but for some people it's like I'm going to, you know. But for how long? Eventually you realize that you're living a lie your entire life. You know, you don't even have the time to pause because you feel like I need to get to a certain stage. So what you hope you'll be, you get there and you still feel like, no, I want to be next to it, so I'm going to fake it like I'm there. Just own your truth. You don't have. When you have, you have. Do you understand? That kind of thing.
And the journey to actually getting there, because a lot goes into that journey. Like, okay, maybe I've gotten so many no's. Is there any no that defined you, or you were like, no, after this no, I must make it? You know, like, how was the journey so far? How did you, come into the whole space?
No's are constants. They don't stop at some point in your career. You still will get no's even when you get to a certain stage. You just have to drive from inside. You just have to know, okay, this is what I want to do. You know, I deserve to be here, so I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to act like I belong here. Because some people get into spaces and they already start feeling like, I shouldn't be here. You know, why is Kiki interviewing me? It shouldn't be me. That's now where the imposter syndrome comes in. You're here for a reason. You were called for a reason. You were employed for a reason. You got the role for a reason.
Exactly.
Act like, you know, the people who did that knew what they were doing, you know, and just be open. Me, I'm open to learning. I'm always, you know, putting my ears down for good advice and all of that. So, yeah.
So what's one thing you've learned about, you know, what you do, your work, that you have, that you can never unlearn, like that one thing that you can't unlearn, something that you've learned from, you know, doing this, being a host, being an actress, like what's one thing you've learned that you can't unlearn?
They're almost like you can be anything, because as actors we get to wear different hats all the time. Today we're angry, tomorrow we're in a happy scene, you know. And sometimes you do everything in one day, you know. There's some days I have to be a host, an actor, an ambassador.
How do you do that?
I just do. I don't even think about it. I just do. It's a schedule. I see it as a schedule and as work that I have to do anyway. So I just get up and do it. You know, tired, sometimes beaten, sometimes broken, sometimes even going through disappointments, and just still doing, because like I said, the emotions will pass, but what I've done today stays. You know, next to, like I told you, I had different hurdles. You saw me. I've had to go make certain calls to try and fix certain things, and the truth is, at the end of the day, after I still have to come here and do this, you know. And when I look back and I watch this interview, I'm not going to remember all the things that I had to do. Exactly what I'm going to remember is what I watch that I will remember. You know, I see. So yeah, basically.
What's a one non-negotiable for you?
Maybe respect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even like at work, whatever, respect. You have to be respectful.
Yeah. Not like I have to be, but like
there
has to be respect for what I do. At least, even if you don't respect me, respect what I do, and respect what you do as well. So everybody just literally respecting their different fields enough to take it seriously. Yeah, I think.
So like obviously, because influencing, acting, brand ambassadorship is like a new thing. Do you ever feel like people don't take it as seriously, or feel like, oh, this person is just this, or not really, like it's not a real job?
People have had their opinions about things for a long time, and what I do is also not even that mainstream. Like I'm a millennial.
Yes.
So as a millennial, what people used to take seriously, like our parents and, you know, everyone else.
Ooh, love it. It's so cute. I love it. Love it. It's giving.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I
I love
I love
it.
the back and like the frills.
Yes, like look, I'm always doing things for people like me.
Yeah.
That we don't have that much body, so at least
So you have
it gives
to get,
you it
yeah.
gives you a little bit of body.
True.
Yeah, it makes you look a bit fuller.
True. But yeah, to answer your question, it's not
Mm-hmm.
really like mainstream. What I do is not mainstream. Being an
Yes.
actor and being a host, you know,
Yeah.
there's a time where it was considered just a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
And so now for me to be earning a living out of it and like, you know, all of that, it's a big deal. She gets it's like a big deal. So influencing, it's new and it comes with, you know, social media, which is also pretty much new.
Yeah.
You know, it's been in existence. The internet has been in existence, you know, for just a short time. So a lot of people are older than the internet. So
Yes.
I don't really worry about like people taking me seriously or anything like that. I just do what I have to do.
Which is fair.
Yeah, I just do what I have to do. I just work. It's an opportunity and I just take it, you know.
Yeah.
If it's an opportunity to earn, I take it. It's not about will people take me seriously. No.
Yeah.
You decide how they take you really.
So how about friendships? How do you feel about friends? Ooh, love it. This is cute. This is tiny with your sleeping.
Very
You can
pretty and
actually-
very playful.
Yes.
I like it.
So short dresses or long dresses? What's your vibe? Depends on your mood, like you said.
And where I'm going to and what I'm doing. But yes, I rock short and I even rock boob. I'm so
It's
fluid
true,
with
Sha.
my
I don't
fashion.
think like I actually like when I was thinking what is like with Sia collection, what would Nancy actually like?
Yeah.
I was like, I've seen you in boo-boos, I've seen you in a short tiny skirt, I've seen you in a
telling
long
you,
skirt,
like,
in a princess dress,
I'm
like
all over the
it's
place with
yeah,
it.
but I love it. That's
Thank
actually
you.
what it should be.
Yes, thank you, babe.
Like
Thank
just
you.
enjoy yourself.
You know.
So yeah, friendships.
Yes.
How would you like place friendships, especially when you meet people, you know, now because you know this whole friendships have a very bad press, no new friends, all of that. Like, how would you say, you know, how do you manage friendships? Like, is it something that, okay, if I met you after a certain point, you can't be my close person? Because to be honest, you're one person I know that shows up. Like, I've never called you and you wouldn't like, you know, advise me if I need advice, or like you're always there, you show up for people. So like, how do you manage that? Because like sometimes would you feel like you're giving more than you get, or because you're always doing things, Nancy, like to be honest, like you're always doing things for people. So how do you know, take friendships in the industry, in your real life?
And friendships are important. I don't think when people say, oh, I don't need friends, okay, that's good for you. But I think friendships are important, and I don't believe in no new friends, because someone like me, I'm constantly transforming myself, I'm reinventing myself, I'm defining my boundaries and all of that. And sometimes you're in a new phase of your life, and the right people should come along, right?
So that
and also so I also feel like, yes, it's good to have friends for so many years, but if you find out that that friendship is doing more harm than good, it's okay to let it go. I'm one of those people that I don't care how many years I've known you. The day that I realized that a friendship should have ended years ago, I ended
cut
the
it
same day. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
And you don't feel bad?
I don't feel bad.
Really?
Of course I will feel bad, because that's a closed chapter and I have to get used to not having that person in my life. But it will never be like, oh wow, you know, it's important that I keep these people in my life. They have to be, no. Who wants to be kept is the only people that will be in your life.
Yeah.
You know, you can't be chasing and this is nice.
Ooh, okay, yes.
I've never done an interview wearing clothes, so I'm like
Sorry.
going in between.
Like, where?
I'm trying to like think about my answer, and I'm also like, ooh, this is nice.
But I love it.
Oh, this is gorgeous.
Yes, and it suits your skin. I like the color.
Girl, it's a new collection. Yeah, so I feel like I feel like
Everybody.
for friendship, yeah, but people need to understand what friendship means. A lot of people just like the title,
Yeah.
friend is my friend, but it involves a lot of loyalty, sacrifices, commitment. And if you're not ready to give that to another person, then don't bother them. The same way I feel about relationships. A lot of people just like the idea of boyfriend and girlfriend and like husband and wife and fiance and the wedding, but they forget to read and research about what it really is to be a husband or really be a wife, and if you can be that. And luckily our culture and our way of life and our lifestyle just promotes the barest minimum. So it's like, okay, you don't even need to go that deep, you don't even need to do that much, And so when they see you taking your time to be selective about your friends and selective about when is it time, people need to know seasons. So it's like, if you come to me at a season where I want to be by myself and you say, oh, what of this, it's just like, what are you talking about? It's just not that season, it's just not that season. And yeah, but for friendship, it takes a lot of work. If you're not ready to put in the work, don't call another person your friend.
True.
Just acquaintance is enough. Somebody I know is enough. Or, oh, I know this girl. I know it's okay. Some people think if it's not friends, it's enemies.
Yes.
No,
yes, that's true.
It's not. The opposite of friend is not enemy.
So what's the opposite?
I don't even think there's an opposite for something like friendship.
Yeah.
It's just either off. Like,
so how have you managed to keep relationships off social media? How do you date? Like, is it easy or difficult to date when you feel like, okay, people might be, okay, it's just because it's this person, or I want to just be in her life. Like, how do you manage that, like, relationships and keep your private life private? Because people feel like people online want to know. So if I'm trying to please them, I have to show them what's going on in my life. How have you managed to, like, because Nancy, honestly, we know Nancy. Everybody behind Nancy is Nancy's behind Nancy. Like, literally, like, you share what you want to share. You show us your gym, you show us your health, you show us everything that you're doing. But when it comes to, like, private, you're like, yeah, it's me and it's me alone. So how do you manage to do that, and how do you
I mean, I started my page off with showing my work, my lifestyle, what I like to do, my hobbies, and I'm just keeping it that way.
I love it.
I'm just keeping it that way. The people who follow me don't follow me because of man.
Yeah.
They follow me because of me. So if you come to my page trying to pry and hope that you're not even a follower at all, and Instagram already, when the app opened, defined it as a place where you put the highlights of your life. Pictures of fun and like videos. That's what it was defined as. The way they say this app is for this and this app is for that. So the creators created it for that. But people have turned it to a place where, they feel like, they say things like, don't believe everything you see on social media is not real. Like, what the heck?
Yes,
what were you thinking before? Mark Zuckerberg he wasn't even the first creators. But the first creators did not create it so that you can come and tell everybody what your real life is. People are supposed to put your highlights. So if you now want to show everybody, that's on you. It's not wrong, but it's on you. But you then cannot say other people are wrong. Do you get? So for example, if I find a nice car, even if it's not my car, I'm free to take pictures and put it there. So you're now looking at it and saying, hey, you're pretending, you're lying. Where is the lie? It's nice car, highlights. Did I say the nice car or not? Was I in the nice car or not? Yeah. So it's just defining what social media is to you. My relationships, it's for me. My family is for me. 100%. Certain moments in my life are for me to enjoy. And that's what I can hold on to, that people, you don't, the fact that people need to know
everything
is a very scary concept to me. Very, very scary to me.
Because people are like, no, if you want to blow on social media, make sure we know what's going on and all of that. Like, I feel like the culture has changed to people no longer want to be real. They just want what people want them to be.
Exactly.
Rather than,
Exactly. And you have to be open to, because then, you have to be open to judgments. So whatever you put out there, be ready, okay, what's, like, before I put out anything, I already know what way to go, what angle to go. So when it goes that angle, it's always funny to me because I saw it before I even came to that. So if I'm not willing to have people judge a certain side of my life, I don't just show you till I'm ready. So that by the time you're judging it, I already know sinner, so you go judge them.
Exactly. You've already put everything in your mind. I love that. So would you say you're living your dream? where are you in your life right now? Would you say you're living something that you dreamt before, or?
Yeah, I could say that. I could say I'm not even like, you know, there's some wild dreams that you're dreaming like, oh, forget about it. That's too much. That's too ambitious. I think that's where I'm at because, you know, there are things that you just say, wow, that would be nice. You know, imagine you in your 30s doing this. Wow, won't that be amazing? But let's cut our coats according to our size.
Yeah.
And then now just to be here and really, you know, doing everything that I didn't know I was going to be able to do is fantastic. So I can say yes, I'm living a great life.
I love it.
I am. What dreams
Love
will
women.
change.
We love, yeah, because your dreams,
change.
you always shift the
Dreams evolves.
goal.
Yes, as long as you're changing, you have to
Yeah.
evolve as well with your dreams. My dream right now might be, you know, owning a private jet, and then tomorrow I might say my dream is just literally owning a farmland. So, but nobody can judge me for that because like you can't come now and say people be like, should be you said 5 years ago that you wanted to. Okay, I said yes, whatever. I've changed my mind. You know, I changed my mind. Sorry if you're not changing. You know, but based on who I am now, this is what I want. So yes, but I'm just living and just enjoying God's purpose in my life and following His direction and just flowing with life. You know,
That's good. So, what are 3 things that you would say you can't do without right now, where you are in your life?
3 things I can't do without right now. What would that be? Because I tend to not want to worship things. So when we give things a lot of value, we tend to put it on a pedestal. Myself, I can't do without myself. As long as I have me, everything else is very secondary. So I'd say myself. As long as I have me, as long as I have God, as long as I have my spirits, you know, and there's air in this body,
I love it.
I have everything I want. But if you're talking about substantial stuff, it would just be water, basic thing that everybody needs to survive. But I don't think there's anything I can't live without. If I have me, I'm good.
I love that. You see, I told you, you always make me feel like you need to just be the main character in your own life. Like, Nancy, you're living a movie and you're the main character and you're constantly the main character. And I love it.
You have to. And it's even more flattering when other people also make me the main characters in their lives. So I'm like, wow.
Love it.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Isn't that just crazy?
Yeah,
Isn't that
really
just
fascinating?
I love it for you. Actually, I love it for them.
Yeah, I love it for them too.
Be the main character in your own story. Please don't make anybody because the person will say, I'm also the main character.
It's like, wow, you're following my life and like you know so much about me that
I love it.
I don't even know about myself.
Exactly.
You know? Especially when you hear some people like, that's creative. Wow. The plot twist. I love it, you know. But yes, be the main character in your life. It helps. It helps those. It helps you know what you're up to.
Yes.
Yeah, so Cakes. Oh, what question would I ask you now?
Be nice.
How do you handle controversies?
I run. So with controversies, I think I've really dealt with my fair share of it. I've spoken to you about it a couple times. Like, well, now I'm better. I just kind of like, you know, ignore a lot of things. I've decided, literally, even from speaking to you just last week, and it's a journey that I'm on right now. Like, I genuinely am doing me. Like, I'm enjoying living. I'm enjoying learning what I like. Because for a long time, I wasn't actually sure what I like. So now I'm like, okay, if I like this, I'll do this. If I don't like this, I'm not going to do it. So with controversies and stuff, I try not to get in the middle of it. I just kind of stay out of it. I was a fish in a fishbowl for a while, as you know. So you were just expected to take it and not say anything. So I got used to like, okay, run away from it. Don't talk about it. Just leave it. So yeah, now I'll give it what I want to give it.
Because, you know, like I told you, that can now make you shrink.
Yes, I feel like it did.
Yeah.
It definitely did.
And shrinking doesn't do anything for you.
It
doesn't do anything. I used to be so scared as well of fame and like so scared of like controversies, but I realized that it's one thing for people to bring controversies your way and it's another thing for you to be controversial. As long as you're not controversial, you're good. Yeah. And who cares if you're controversial? If your views rile up people a certain way, then that's their problem, not yours. You know, so just you don't want to tiptoe through life. You know, you wanna live. You want to wake up 20 years from now and be like, yeah, I did what I wanted to do and I did it out loud, and people identify me for who I am.
Exactly.
So, but
and I wasn't afraid.
you understand.
I'm not afraid,
You're not
guys.
afraid. I'm going home with
doing
this outfit.
Yes, you're going home with this outfit.
I'm a Sia girl, so yes, I knew I'd definitely be getting some really nice outfits. Yeah.
Okay, so we came, we shopped, we conquered.
Yes, we did.
How did you find the outfits?
I loved
looks?
it. Oh, Sia, you know me and Sia now. Not my first rodeo. Not my first rodeo.
Exactly. Thank you so much. It's been amazing.
Thank you.
So first, how did I do?
You did well. You're able to like
over 10.
Oh no, you did well. It felt like a conversation. So over 10, I'd say 9.5.
Okay. Yes, guys, I did well.
Yes, you did well.
The host with the most.
Yes, girl.
So maybe I'm a host now, but I can't. I'll be shy. Anyway, so to our last question. So this season is called it's Unapologetically Me. So it's Changing Room Diaries Unapologetically Me. So people who I see and like you guys that have been on the show that are just themselves. Like they don't need anybody to validate them. Like they're the same from then and now, just that they have a bigger bag.
Yes.
So like, what would you say to people who are trying to, like, what would you say first of all to like a 16-year-old version of you, like as to where you are now? What would you say to the person?
To my 16-year-old self?
To your 16-year-old.
Oh, it gets better. It gets better. You figure it out eventually. And even when you're figuring it out, you still feel like you haven't figured it out. So brace up. I can't say that it gets easier. Yeah, the higher you go and the older you get, the harder the hurdles. But as long as you can pass it and you can regulate your emotions and you can regulate your nervous system, you'll be okay. Okay. Yeah.
Love that. So what would you say to 10 years from now you? Like where you are now?
Oh,
what
gosh,
would you say to
you
her?
better be rich as fuck, girl. And you better retire me, girl. I am tired. I'm tired of dealing with people. Retire me, Nancy. I hope you're in that country home with all the animals and we're just chilling and drinking tea and sipping, cocktails. Yeah, but whoever you are in 10 years, Nancy, I love you so much. You're my girl for life. Like I always have your back. Always. Yeah.
I love that.
Yes.
10 years ago, Nancy. 10 years from now, Nancy.
Yes.
Please send me money.
Yeah. Girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much for coming. Thank you for
Kicks.
shopping.
Thank you so much for
Love
having
you
me.
so
Love you so much.
Guys, I met Nancy at a Girlane shoot. I was so nervous because I had not done anything like that before. And I was like, look, I hope the girls are nice. I hope the people I'm working with are nice. And Nancy was spectacular. She was actually amazing. So yes, since that day I fell in love with her. I was like, okay, girl. Yes. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my love.
Thank you.
Hi. So it was really great coming here to see her today and having my shopping/interview with Kiki. It was a great one. I loved the conversation and I loved my outfit. This is Nancy Isime and this is my session on Changing Room Diaries Unapologetically Me.